What we have on Skid Row is the worst man-made disaster in the U.S. There are about 2,500 precious souls living on the streets. There are only 13 restrooms for 2,500 people, which is 180 toilets shy of a Syrian refugee camp standard. And so people use the sidewalks as restrooms. There is a particular strain of TB found only in the world on the streets of Skid Row. Hepatitis A outbreak is present on Skid Row. That is an extreme danger. That isn't to mention the violence.
Oh, damn! Damn!
A man was murdered across the street. A few days before that, 3 people were shot. I saw somebody walk by somebody's tent the other night and they got beaten with pipes because they walked by the wrong tent. Gangs rule Skid Row. Predators rule Skid Row. If you're a woman on Skid Row, it's not a question of if you're going to get sexually assaulted. You will be sexually or physically assaulted. What happens when a woman gets sexually assaulted? What happens to her soul, her self-esteem, her mental health? And think about that happening over and over again the longer you leave somebody on the streets. It startles people from other countries when they visit here. They cannot believe that one of the wealthiest cities in the world, with the financial district just blocks away, would allow our own citizens, our own brothers and sisters to live with these conditions. It looks the way it does now because all the other ingredients of homelessness, domestic abuse, alcohol and drug addiction, unemployment, those have remained constant, but the skyrocketing rents that have hit LA, I'd say maybe in the last 18 months, but particularly in the last 6 months, have just pushed us past the tipping point, dropping so many people onto the streets. My hope for Skid Row is that there won't be one precious human being on the streets of Skid Row, that we will, first of all, humanize it, make it a place where there's enough restrooms, enough showers, enough places to stay alive. And then the next step is to end it by providing enough services and housing for everybody who's experiencing homelessness. We have to place people with services. And people say, oh, people are service resistant. Well, we don't experience that here. We are over capacity. We have people knocking down the door trying to get in simply because we welcome people and embrace them with compassion of Christ. That's the change that needs to happen.